When I was 8 years old, a woman moved into the house next door. Her name was Elena. Our neighborhood was quiet. The kind of place where everyone knew everyone, where the same dogs barked every morning, and the same old men watered their lawns at sunset. So when someone new arrived, people noticed. Especially someone like her. She looked perfect. Not in a glamorous movie star way. More like something frozen in time. Smoothskin.com eyes. Dark hair that never seemed messy, no matter the weather. She looked about 25, maybe 26. My mother baked cookies and brought them over to welcome her. When she came back, she said something strange. She's very polite, but something about her feels unusual. My father laughed it off. Maybe she's just private. And for years, that explanation was good enough. Elena kept to herself. She rarely had visitors. She never hosted parties. Every evening she sat on her front porch reading books while the sun went down. Sometimes she would smile and wave at me when I rode my bike past her house. But something always felt slightly wrong. Not scary, just wrong. Like a puzzle piece forced into the wrong place. Years passed. I grew older. I went to high school. Neighbors moved away. New families arrived. The streets slowly aged like everything else in the world, except Elena. She looked exactly the same. The same smooth skin, the same calm eyes, the same dark hair. Not one wrinkle, not one gray strand. At first, people joked about it. She must have a great skincare routine. Maybe she's secretly rich. But as time kept moving, the jokes stopped. 20 years had passed, and Elena still looked 25. My parents had wrinkles now. Our neighbors walked slower. Some of the old residents had passed away. But every evening, at sunset, Elena still sat on a porch, reading the same old books, unchanged. One night, curiosity finally swallowed me whole. I was 28 now, old enough to stop ignoring the obvious. Something about her wasn't natural, so I waited until midnight. Then I quietly walked across the lawn toward her house. Her windows were dark, but the back door was unlocked. That alone felt strange. No one leaves doors unlocked anymore. Inside the house, the air smelled old. Not dusty. Old. Like a room that had been sealed away from time. The furniture looked outdated. Decades outdated. 1960s style lamps, old wooden cabinets, a radio from another era. But the strangest part was the walls. Photographs. Hundreds of them, all over the hallway. Every photo showed Elena, but they weren't recent. Some photos were black and white. Some looked like they were taken in the 70s. Some looked even older. But in every single picture, she looked exactly the same. 25 years old. Standing beside people who were clearly aging around her. Friends? Couples? Children? Different decades. Different clothes. Different cameras. But the same woman. The same face. My heart started racing. Then I noticed something worse. In every photo, the people standing next to her were smiling, but they never appeared again in later pictures. They simply disappeared. Like they existed for one moment in her life and then vanished. Suddenly, a floorboard creaked behind me. My blood turned cold. You shouldn't be here. Her voice was calm, soft, right behind me. I turned slowly. Elena stood in the hallway, still wearing that same peaceful smile. Still looking exactly 25. You've been watching me for years, she said gently. I wondered when curiosity would win. My mouth felt dry. You're not human. She tilted her head slightly. That's a very human way to describe it. I pointed toward the photos. Those people, what happened to them? Her smile faded slightly. They helped me. Helped you? How? She stepped closer. Her eyes looked darker now. Deeper, like a hole with no bottom. Time, she whispered, is very expensive. My chest tightened. I don't understand. She lifted one of the photographs from the wall. In it, she stood beside a young man from the 1980s. He looked happy, alive, full of energy. Every person has years inside them, she said quietly. Years they will never fully use. My stomach dropped. You steal them! Her lips curved slowly. Baru. The room suddenly felt colder. You see, she continued softly, every 20 years, I need someone new. My legs felt weak, and you chose me. Her eyes glowed faintly in the dim light. No. She smiled wider. You chose me. The moment you walked through my door, I turned to run, but suddenly the hallway felt longer. The front door looked impossibly far away, and the air around me felt heavy, like time itself was slowing. Behind me, her voice floated gently through the darkness. You won't even notice it happening. My heartbeat thundered in my ears. What do you mean? A whisper brushed the back of my neck. Tomorrow morning, you'll wake up feeling perfectly normal. I froze. And I will still look 25. Her hand touched my shoulder. Ice cold. But you? She leaned close to my ear. We'll wake up 70. The next morning, the neighborhood noticed something strange. Elena was sitting on her porch again, reading her book. Looking exactly the same. 25 years old? .com. Beautiful. Unchanged. Across the street, an old man was being taken away in an ambulance. A confused old man who kept saying the same thing, over and over. I was young yesterday. And on Elena's wall, a new photograph appeared. A picture of her smiling, standing beside a young man who looked exactly like me.